Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Fast Recovery. This is James, and I started fasting about 10 weeks ago, back in mid-January 2019, and in over 9 weeks, first 9 weeks, I had lost a total of 65 pounds. I started out at the weight of 305 pounds, and when I finished week 9 I was down to 240 pounds. A lot of people have asked me how I was losing weight, and I told them I was fasting, and they were interested in what kind of fasting I was doing and what I was eating when I did eat, the process I was going through. And so I thought I would make some YouTube videos to describe the process and share with others on how my fasting was going. And if anybody was interested, they could follow along by hitting the subscribe button and keeping track of my progress. So that's what I'm doing here. This is my second video on the channel, and so here goes. I started fasting in mid-January. I started with intermittent fasting. First I started by eating 8 hours a day and fasting the other 16. While I ate, I was eating raw vegetables and fruit. I would have take a banana and an orange to eat at work, and I would also take celery, bell peppers, a little baggie of grapes, and cucumber and stuff like that. I was probably eating about 500 calories a day, which is pretty low, but I had a lot, I was 140 pounds overweight, so I've got fat to burn, and once the body burns the fat, it takes the nutrients from there, so it's not like I'm going to starve to death. So that's what I was doing. I was eating, I would sometimes have a meal before I went to work and then eat the fruits and vegetables as snacks while I was at work, and then I would, when I get done with my lunch, I would fast for the rest of the morning, and by the time I got done with work, I'd take my nap and sleep, and when I wake up, I'd only have a few more hours, and I would have something to eat before I went to work again. Well, I did that, doing the 8-16 for a short time, but then I quickly cut that down to 6, eating 6 hours a day, and fasting the other 18, and then I cut that down even more, down to just 4 hours a day. I would only eat when I was at work during my breaks, and then I would fast the rest of the day. But the problem with that was I'd get hunger or cravings in the evening, because that's the time I was used to eating. And so right around, the afternoon, early evening, I'd get cravings, and that would be the hardest time for me. So then I decided to switch my eating pattern, and I would eat like in a 4 or a 6 hour period in the evening, and before I went to work, and then once I went to work, I'd just work through all night and not take or eat anything during my breaks, which I've never been a person to take lunches to work. All my years of work, and I wasn't prone to that, so I would usually always just work all day and then eat when I got home. But so I switched my pattern, and I eat in the evening and before I went to work, and then for the next 18-20 hours I would fast, drinking just water. So that's how I did that. Then I occasionally would throw in a OMAD, which is a one meal a day fast, where I would just eat one big meal a day, and those big meals usually consisted of steamed vegetables and a baked potato or two, depending on the size of the potato. If there were small potatoes, I'd have two, and then boneless, skinless chicken breast. I would sometimes have like salmon. I don't eat fish very often, but I would have like salmon or turkey or something like that, some other kind of meat. But it was always a meal of maybe 800 to 1,000 calories. I was never I wouldn't eat like very often. I wouldn't eat over 1,000 calories a meal, and so I did that. And I just kind of switched back and forth through those schedules of eating 6 hours a day or 4 hours a day or OMAD, and kind of back and forth to whatever suited me for that day. And that process worked out for me pretty well. I ate, like I said, I ate mostly fruits and vegetables and healthy, so it turned out pretty good, and I lost some weight with it. I decided to do a couple of 3-day fasts. I did probably about 4 of those 3-day fasts, just drinking water, and then I did a 1 4-day fast, and that. Then when I reached, I think it's week 8, I decided to do a 7 to 14-day fast and just drink water through that period. So I started to do that. Well, when I reached about week 6, I think I was at 35 pounds I'd lost. When or week 5, I was at week 6 I was 35 pounds. At week 7, I was 40. I had lost 40 pounds. I did my 7-day fast, and I was trying to get down to a size 40 jeans, so a size 40 waist. And I thought, well, if I got to that, I would just end my fast. And on day 7 of that 7 to 14 day fast, I tried on a pair of size 40 jeans, and they fit really nice. So I had reached my goal. But I decided to do just a couple days longer, and so I did fast for another 2 days. I made it a 9-day fast, and I kind of plateaued there. I didn't lose any weight for a couple of days, just probably another pound. But I plateaued some, and I wanted to start eating again by the weekend, because I pick up my son on the weekend and we spend time together, and we usually have meals together. So I decided to end my fast after 9 days, and I spent the next 2 days drinking bone broth and apple cider vinegar, and just eating some light soft stuff like raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries. And on the second day of my coming off the fast, I had some steamed vegetables and some raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries, and some bone broth and apple cider vinegar. By the 3rd day, I was ready to have some regular food. But so, like I said, after 9 weeks, I'd been down 65 pounds, and it's worked out pretty good for me. It's been like 10 weeks now fasting, and I haven't really checked my weight since then, but I've been back on a 8-hour schedule of eating, and then fasting the other 16. And I'll be doing intermittent fasting of just eating maybe 6 hours a day for the next few days. Later in next week, I might do a day fast here, or a 2-day fast or something like that. So that's been my process. When I do fast, or when I do have my feed-in periods, I usually drink like Vitamin Water Zero, which is very low sugar, very low carb. I have this sparkling ice stuff I drink that's 0 calories, 0 carb, and and then I drink Zevia, which is 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugars. It's got stevia in it, which is a natural sugar, but it's supposed to be better for you than the other sugars. And so I drink this stuff. I like carbonated drinks that are easier for me to drink, and that's what I try to go, because there's no sugar, no carbs in it. And that's what I drink when I am having a meal and stuff like that. When I fast, when I stop eating for 16, 18 hours or 20 hours, or for a couple of days, I only drink water. And that's been pretty good. So that's been my process for it, and I try to eat low carb, low sugar diet. I cut out soda, like Mountain Dew, Pepsi. I used to drink that a lot. I drank that all my life, and I have quit and drinking soda. I quit drinking soda, I think, for 3 years at one time, and then I started back up again. But with this, with these other drinks I've replaced them with, I'm doing pretty good, and I think I can stick to them. So that's the meals, the kind of meal plans I have, and I will treat myself now and then to a pizza, a couple slices of pizza, or a pasta, but it's just every now and then. It's not a regular thing, and once I get down to my weight that I want to reach of 164 to 168 pounds, right in there, I will plan on continuing to maintain my weight by doing intermediate fasting, and maybe a few extended fasts every couple of months or something like that. Once I get down to my weight to the weight of about 180 pounds, excuse me, I want to try to do some planking and maybe some push-ups, and try to build up my muscles, or build up a little bit of muscle mass or whatever, so I don't want to be like really skinny. I don't want to do that. I want to have a healthy look to me. So, but a lot of people have asked me how I was doing it, and so I thought I'd share it in the video. And if you like what you see, and if you want to follow my progress on the fast, if you want to learn more about fasting, I'm not a expert at this. I'm just kind of learning it myself. I've done a lot of research in the last couple of months, watched a lot of videos, read a lot of articles, but I've still got an awful lot to learn. And if you know anything about fasting, if you do fasting, maybe you can share some information in the comments, and you can teach me some more stuff as well. We can both learn from each other. This is going to be a process for me, and like I said, if you want to follow along with the progress and see how it's going, like, share, and hit the subscribe button, and I'll keep you posted. I'll update I'm going to try to update every weekend, put a new video up. Maybe if I get a little bit of information or read an article of interest on fasting, I can make a comment about it or let you know about it, and I'll also post some other videos on some interesting things I've learned, and I can share with you, if you don't know anything about fasting, I can share with you some of the benefits of fasting. A lot of people think it's not healthy. You tell them, somebody will ask me how I've lost weight, and I'll tell them I haven't eaten the last 3-4 days, and they say, well, that's not healthy. But the actual truth is, it is healthy. I mean, fasting is something that people and cultures and religions have been doing for thousands of years, and it's very beneficial for the body. It helps to rebuild the immune system. It helps to revitalize and rebuild some of the organs, and it helps to get rid of the bad cells and create new cells, and get rid of the excess fat that the body has stored up, and replace and just repair your body. And fasting is very beneficial, and it's something that, like I said, it's something that cultures and religions have been practicing for thousands of years. So, like I said, if you want to follow along, if you want to learn more, if you want to share some of your information that you might know about fasting, like I said, like and hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Good night, good health, and God bless.